Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to take you through the WhipSmart for ASVAB mobile app. And so let's get started here. First thing we can see, this is the app icon right here. So go ahead and tap on that guy and it takes us into the home screen. So we have over 1,200 questions for the ASVAB with detailed feedback. And the home screen is a quadrant. So as we look at the top left, it's random. And if you tapped on that quadrant, it would just take you randomly into one of the 59 topics that we have in the app. So looking over to the right, we have missed questions. So let's take a look at what that's got. All right, as we go into missed questions, you can see there's 4 little circular icons near the top. And those represent paragraph comprehension, going left to right, paragraph comprehension, word knowledge, arithmetic reasoning, and mathematics knowledge, right? So if right now you can see, because it's highlighted in blue, we're in paragraph comprehension, and the 4 topics within paragraph comprehension are general, reasoning, specific, and terminology, right? And then over to the right, you see the percentage that I have so far in those topics, right? General, it's 66, and then you see a yellow. Reasoning, you see it says mastery, and then down 42 and 87. So the way this works is if you have mastery, that means you have got over 80% correct, and you've answered at least 10 questions, right? So that's kind of a sign when you have that mastery that you're looking pretty good on that topic. Might want to look at some other ones. And then above 80, but not 10 yet, is in green, and below 50 is red, and between 51 and 79, you'll see a yellow icon. So that kind of just gives you a significant, lets you kind of know where you stand, right? So if you look at another one like arithmetic knowledge, same kind of thing. You see mastery, then green there for 100, but I haven't answered 10 questions yet, and goes on like that. Okay, going back. All right, so topics. The topic screen on the bottom left here in the quadrant is really your menu screen. Right, so that's kind of how you navigate to where you want to go. So the look of it is really exactly the same as missed questions, right? You have the 4 icons at the top. The only difference is, like on this one, it'll say all paragraph comprehension. You see on that top row where it says all paragraph comprehension, and then 78%. So if I tap on that, then it'll just randomly go into a paragraph comprehension question, not a specific topic. Okay, again, we go back. And we have one other one here is info. So with info, this is not a bad one to think about using a little bit when you're first looking at the app and trying to figure out if it will really help you or how much you need to know, right? And it will go over a lot of details, same exact setup again with the 4 AFQT icons at the top. And it'll go over all the details of the things that are in the exam. If you think you're in good shape, perhaps you don't need it. But it will go over a lot of the stuff that's in there. And it's also very good to look at right before you take the exam, reviewing all the most important things that are in there. There's lots of words that you may show up in word knowledge and types of formulas you need to know and math knowledge, things like that. Okay, so that's the home screen. And now let's take a look at the footer for a minute. So looking at the footer, we also have 4 things moving left to right. You can see that WhipSmart icon in the bottom left. That's the home button. Going to the right, you have a tools button, daily goals, and profile. So look at profile first. Okay, so on the top, you see it says major, and then it has the major icon. So that's one of the badges that I've achieved here, and that's the 3rd page of profile, and we'll look at badges a little bit more. But anyway, you'll see that whatever your badge is kind of throughout the app a little bit. Today, this week, this month, all time. So here you can see sort of how you are progressing percentage-wise throughout all of your questions today as compared to previous. And then at the bottom, it says 21 of 59 topics mastered, so you can see how you're doing on the mastery. All right, challenges. So we have 6 different types of challenges, and there's 5 different things you can achieve there, so there's 30 total. And so it's time, questions, correct answers, rounds, perfect rounds, and mastery. And you'll see this screen starts off completely blank, and as you start achieving them, it'll fill up, and it'll also interact with you right when you achieve it. And we'll show how that works with a couple of examples here in a minute. Last part of profile is the badges. So as you start off your private first class, and you'll just see that one filled up, and all the rest of them will be clear, kind of like these are down here. But as you achieve a badge, then it fills up and lets you know what you have achieved and what's left to do. All right, daily goals. So daily goals is the little like dartboard icon, and so you have 3 that you can set however you want. So if you want to set them or you want to change them, so like right now you can see questions is set at 20 per day, time 10 minutes per day, mastery 2 topics. But with the plus or minus buttons, you can move that to however you like, and then you can see how you're doing. So like right now I'm at 19 of 20 questions. So the next one, I should get the daily goal for today for questions. Okay. Topics. So we have a few things here. You can set times that you would like to receive questions, right? So if I go into this for a minute, good time. So we'll go ahead and set one and then see what it says. So right now it's 3:21. So we'll set it for 3:23, add, and there it is. That should go off here in like a minute or so. And that's all we need there. We'll go back to tools. You can invite friends if you want, and so it's set so that within a text notification that has a quick message, you can change the message if you want, and you can send it to anybody that's in your phone list. Let's get out of that. Missed questions alert, so it just says MQ alert on it. All that will do is if we set that, it looks very similar to good times, same kind of setup. And so if you pick a time for an MQ alert, then when that time happens, it will directly go into missed questions and randomly choose like a missed questions topic for you, and so you can review some of the stuff you've previously missed. All right. There's some sounds within the app. If you don't like it, you can turn that off. And there's a vacation mode. So with any of these notifications, if you don't like it, or you're on vacation or whatever, is then the vacation mode will get us that those don't send to you. Okay. Back to home. Okay, so let's look at a couple questions and a round review and see what that looks like. All right, so we go back into topics. We're going to do some arithmetic reasoning, and we're going to do some decimal division. All right, decimal division. Okay, so let's see here. What do we want to do for decimal division? We'll go ahead and say what is equivalent to this. We'll go ahead and go with answer B. All right, and they said I was right. And there you go. Congratulations, you have met your daily goal. So this is the way all the notifications work. You'll see something like this. And so if I just tap below it, that gets me out of it. Okay. You can see as you're looking at this, there's at the top of the feedback. So there's a feedback and question tab. So if I hit question, it'll go back and show me the question again. If I go feedback, it'll go ahead and show me that. Looking at the bottom, you can see that's my, on the left is the home icon. Center, it says major, so that's my badge right now. And on the right is the next arrow, which will just take me to the next question. So I'll go ahead and do that. I forgot to go over this. So at the top of the screen, you see where it says 40,900 points, and then over to the right, it says 60,000. So that's how many, the 40,900 is how many total points I have, and 60,000 how many to get to achieve the next badge. So that's just a little bit of a update on how you're progressing for the next badge. And then you go through the questions, it'll show your percentage, kind of bottom left, the name of the topic, and then there's also a 50-50 button. So we'll use that in a second as well. The 50-50 button will just eliminate 2 of the answers for you. So we'll go for answer B on this one. Looks good. That's a little animation plus 100. That will go up every single time I get one right. Okay, then same thing with the feedback. Looks good. We'll do one more, and then we should be at round review. Okay, so with this one, so for example, if I were to use the 50-50 button, there's that. Just eliminated 2 answers for me. There. Okay, and we should be at a round review. Okay, so now I just mastered a topic, most likely due to the 80% for decimal division. That's what that looks like. I tap below it to get out of it, and round review. Okay, so what we have is it'll show me percent correct, total time, the amount of time I spent per question on average. There's recommended videos. There's quite a few of these in math. And we'll go over that in a second. As you scroll down though, it'll show each of the questions. There's a green check mark next to the ones I got right. Down at the bottom, there's a red X next to the 2 that I got wrong. Okay, if I want to use the video, so the video is based on how I answered. So it's a little bit customized to my answers so that it should be useful. And it goes in here. All I have to do is hit the play button. And there you go, decimal division. So then we'll have a little video here. These videos are all pretty short. This one looks like it's about 1 minute and 20 seconds. All right, you can watch it, hit done. Same thing, hit down here below. That gets me out of it. Okay, so if I want to continue with this, as I look at the footer now, it's changed a little bit. So now home button always on bottom left. Topics is in the middle. So if I tap on that, it's going to take me back to that topic screen. If I hit continue, it's just going to continue in this topic. So I'll go ahead and hit topics. All right, so there's my topic screen again. And if I hit home, there I am back to the quadrant. All right, so that's the fairly quick review of our app. Hope you guys like it. It is coming out as of right now. Today is April 13th, so it should be coming out in about 2 weeks. So we will continue to send updates as we get closer to the release and once we've released the app. All right, thank you.